Yeah, I'm on the Rango, number 95. Boot sales are last ever. Hello everyone, the Fantasy King is here. Welcome back to another installment of the Garroott Friendly Request. I have now officially shortened it to GRFR. I would do GFR, but apparently it stands for something that has to do with a test used to check how well the kidneys are working. And I think my kidneys are fine. Hopefully your kidneys are fine. And yeah, welcome to the GRFR, the Garroott Friendly Request, back again. So last week we looked at the first friendly request, Trust Ceremony, Jiraiya. It was a pretty chaotic but fun album. Now we are going on to another request. An album from a band that is pretty, I don't want to say synonymous, but they're in the same conversation when it comes to a band called Weezer. That album and that band being The Cars. If you know The Cars, it's probably because of two things. Okay, maybe three. One, you like their music, or you've been old enough to experience that when it dropped. Two, you watched JoJo Part 2. Three, you're a Weezer fan. So, I fit 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. I guess we'll see from there. Oh yeah, this is a very interesting request, because I didn't get it off of a comment, or maybe I have, but the one that I noted down for the Garroott Friendly Request came from an Instagram DM. So, that was pretty interesting, but I'm glad that you went out of your way to message me on Instagram, you know, follow somewhere around here. I don't know, I'll place it somewhere on the screen. The request came from a person named Martin, or marlonabbot. Abbott? How do you say that last name? marlonabbot. He says he's a big fan of the channel, so I'll take it. He has mentioned, and as well as a lot of people have mentioned, that the lead singer is none other than the legendary Rick Ocasek, who you might not remember. You know, it's been a while since we reacted to those albums. He had a hand in producing a lot of Weezer's material. Blue Album, Green Album, Everything Will Be Alright in the End. I guess we're here to look at the guy who saw the potential in the band. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll ask Genius for that lore, and then we'll get into it. And there's no Genius lore. Okay then. Well, that's our Genius lore then. This album cover looks very old school. I mean, it is late 70s. Anything was happening. Well, it seems that a lot of the popular ones are in this album. The Cars. June 6, 1978. Only 9 songs and 35 minutes, 22 seconds. Track number 1. Good Times Roll. Boom. Boom. You're a circus, buddy. The joke. The song sounds familiar. Let 'em roll. Keep rolling. Oh, it's real, baby. Let the good times roll. Let 'em roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. Alright, well, okay, then that was the first track. Let 'em roll, baby. Let it roll. Good Times Roll was the 3rd single released by The Cars and the first song on the album The Cars. Written by the lead singer and guitarist Rick Ocasek, the song was meant to sarcastically convey how he felt about the good time in rock music. Ocasek said about the song, "This was my song about what the good times in rock and roll really mean, instead of what they're supposed to be. It was kind of a parody of good times, really. It was kind of like not about good times at all." Oh. Producer Roy Thomas Baker on the layered vocals. I just remembered when we did Good Times Roll in the studio in England on the first record, and we heard back the vocals. I thought it was way too much, but you know, it grew on me later and it sounded so smooth. That is true. It was a nice process to do it because Roy, you know, was fortunate enough to have a 40-track machine, so he could do layering of vocals a lot. Yeah, pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Next track, My Best Friend's Girl. Like, a lot of these sound very familiar, but like, it is old school rock, so like, any of this could sound similar. Okay, I can't clap.
Here she comes again. Starry sky, like the way she dips.
Hey, hey.
Best friend's girl.
Oh wait, that doesn't sound right. Oh, yikes, brother. Okay, just a little bit for us, buddy.
Bite your lip. He comes again when she's dancing the way she dips.
What does that mean? What is this old school jargon?
She used to be mine, so fine.
Okay.
Suede blue eyes, there's no real supply. Here she
Comes again.
when she's dancing beneath the starry
She comes. The way she dips. Does it mean dip as like bending down? Yeah. Well, that's his best friend's girlfriend. Damn, you really let her get taken like that, man. How times have changed. It peaked at number 35 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart and reached number 3 in the UK. Aren't these Boston based? Huh, I guess it had a lot of appeal in the UK. Wanna be anarchy. Written by Ocasek as a song about something that, it is quotes, probably happened to a lot of people. The track found radio success as a demo in 1977. Huh. Yeah, fun little rock tune. Fun little old rock tune. I can see the mass appeal to it. We're getting a lot of these like vocal layers on it, which I'm assuming that might be a signature sound of the Cars. We shall see. Track number 3, Just What I Needed. Oh, my bad, Mike. Oh, we'll do 2 times. 2 times.
I don't mind you coming here,
Thanks.
wasting all my time.
I'm sorry I'm wasting your time.
Lose my mind.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Perfume got to wear.
I don't wear perfume. Cologne, though. Okay.
Talking in your sleep, long as it was deep. Yeah, look so fancy, I can tell. I guess you're just what I needed.
Hold on, let him cook. Just what I needed. Okay. What? Yeah. It's not the perfume.
It's not the ribbons in your hair.
It's not your hair.
Guess you're just what I needed.
Just what I needed. And since wow. That song was, well, not only good, but it feels reminiscent of a lot of bands that I know. First of all, yes, there is a synth. It does remind you of that band. But speaking of it being Boston based, it reminds me a lot of Boston, the rock group. I need to look at real quick if who predates who. Well, it says Boston here started in 75. So, I mean, they do sound very familiar. And like not only the chorus structure, the obvious vocal layer, harmonies, whatnot. Yeah, it just reminds me a lot of Boston and like what you'd hear in that, like, I don't want to say like dad rock. It's something you would hear on like a, I don't know. I've heard here. I guess we can tie it into like GTA or something. If you play GTA, you know Boston is on that rock radio station. Radio Los Santos? Is that the rock station? Los Santos Rock Radio. Yeah. If you had that on a lot, you know that Boston is on that station. Peace of Mind. If you heard that song, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the similarities. And maybe that's just because that was the scene around the time. It is that 70s, 80s, like mainstream rock that you would kind of associate with when it comes to that genre, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Boston vibes here. I don't know who gets inspired by who. I'm obviously not in the age range to be aware of the rock scene here. But yeah, Boston's good. This song is good. I mean, come on, that's pretty good. Solo was pretty groovy, and the chorus is nice. Addictive. Just what I needed was the first big hit from the Boston-based band. Sung by their bass player Benjamin Orr, the track established their heavy pop / new wave style. Yeah, see, like, I can definitely see the pop influence. I'm not entirely well versed to know what new wave is, but we'll see. The track was from their self-titled debut album, which established their new wave style, though it's a description for many of the successful late 70s bands. The Cars is considered one of the best from that cohort, as its 2-year stint on the Billboard charts can attest. I'd say it's more of a good friend who is hiding his feelings vibe to me. She'll come over to hang out and waste / pass time when he has other things he could be doing. Oh, here's the original comment. Though it's not stalkerish in the slightest, I still can't help but gather stalker vibes from this song. Like he's around her a lot regularly. For the sake of this, we'll say he works with her. But he wants more from the relationship and the lines. Instead of being someone in a romantic relationship with someone they love, it becomes a song about someone who wishes they could be with someone they love, and talking about what they want to happen with this person, not what's actually happening. However, the actual meaning of the song is great, and I don't honestly view the song in this light at all. It's just the vibe it gives off, you know? I don't think so. I don't think so. I kind of agree with what the first comment, what the reply said. It's just like, we're not anything super serious. We're not like a dedicated relationship, but we're here for each other. We can do some romantic, intimate things with each other, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of thing. That's what I kind of got from the song, and the fact that it's a rockin' tune. All right, track number 4. I'm in touch with your world. The world.
You can tuck it on the inside, even on the outside. Get the past and future. Weisenheimer brainstorm.
Weisenheimer. What is happening in this song? Okay. What are these extra noises you guys are making? You're phony! Did I just hear a saxophone? Then... Oh. Okay, well, that got a little wacky and a little weird, but I will be straight up. I kind of liked it. A little left field, but, you know, it didn't go too off the deep end for me. And, yeah, it just sounded like, I don't know, it just sounded like a freaking, you know, science fiction. Just sounded like an alien just trying to come down to make a rock song to please your humans. I don't know how in touch you are if this is the outcome, but you got an interesting song for sure. And there's no extra genius lore in it, so I guess that's what we're gonna leave it as. It's just one of those zany, wacky rock songs that a lot of these bastards know how to make. Alright, next track. Don't Just Stop. Oh! Hello, the lyrics, and they aren't synced. They're what? They're what?
Don't you stop.
Okay, this drum beat. Don't you stop. Good, good. Okay, fun little moving sexual song. I bet Rick was a very big ladies' man back in the day. Alright, next track. You're All I've Got Tonight.
I don't care if you hurt me some more. If you even the score, I don't care.
He doesn't care.
Rock me just found.
You can rock him
'Cause you're all I've got tonight. You
tonight.
abuse me again. Abuse me again.
Right.
All I've got tonight. I need you.
Tonight. Can't knock the guitar work. That's for sure.
Don't have to make believe it's you.
I don't care. You're all I've got tonight. You're all I've got tonight. Tonight. Well, they made a really rocking, fun groove about being desperate for a lover, or well, I guess a thrill. Oh, and the next track, Bye Bye Love. I guess it's time to say goodbye already. Was she a cheap thrill? I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, but that keyboard. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those. It is the 70s.
Let's get into rock and roll, broken lullaby. Bye, bye love. Bye, bye love. You call yourself intense.
Intense.
Bye, bye love.
Okay. Okay.
So illustrious, you call yourself.
Bye. Bye, love. Bye. Bye, asshole. Bye, lover. Yeah, we're just getting some good, by the book, classic rock solos, man. Of course, this isn't the original rock. That dates back almost to like the 50s. Sorry, I'm pretty sure 1978 is a pretty old year in the year 2025. Oh, that was a banger. That was a banger. That was a banger. I need to add that. There we go. Oh, well, I think I added the wrong song. I did add the wrong song. Well, hopefully this song adds up. Next track, Moving in Stereo.
Moving in stereo, life's the same.
Okay.
No problems.
True.
Say you're gonna break down.
True.
Fly through a window.
I mean, I haven't tested that, but...
Together, so tough on you. Singing like true.
It's inside me? Hello, bass. What the fuck? Okay, hopefully it doesn't transition to the last song. Genius says, well, it's unreviewed. Using stereo as an allegory for putting thoughts you might not want to have into other place. What? Using stereo as an allegory for putting thoughts you might not want to have into other place. And excellent audio mixing and use of the stereo effect. This song conveys the too prevalent habit of putting your problems aside rather than dealing with them. Well, if that is the case, then wow, okay. It's a little nice self-reflection, self-awareness, I guess. I mean, shoot. I mean, it's all too prevalent, all too relatable. Shit, there's like some videos I still need to edit that I've recorded like weeks ago. But for my other channel, my gaming channel, it's called Root2 or Garroott2 if you want to check it out, you know, quick plug. I mean, then again, I have just so much content that I have recorded that need to edit or have ideas of but just need to start putting them down. And yeah, I really should get in on that because, you know, we're already 4 months in the year and yeah, I have a lot on my plate. A little due to my own self choices, but hey, that's life, I guess. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. Let's see what this last track has to offer. Last track, track 9 out of 9. All mixed up.
Heavilies on the light seem to bite. All mixed up.
Oh, okay, just turn up the volume on me, why don't you?
She tricks me into thinking.
Yeah, I hate it when I have to think.
It's all mixed up. She said to leave it to me.
Boys?
Everything will be alright. She said to
Yo.
leave it to me. He's out making scenes. It's all mixed up. She says to leave it to me. It'll be alright.
Be alright, leave it to him.
Everything will be alright.
Be alright, be alright.
She said to leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Okay. Dang, it's gonna fade out that long. Alright, and that was The Cars from The Cars. Going to the last track though, it was I don't know, it started a little slow, but it built up. It built up into a nice, fine little closer for the album. The sax solo though, oh man, I did not know they were going to implement that for a bit. It was pretty nice when it was here. I felt like we could have had a little bit more of that, but what we got here was nice. But it kind of ties in to the whole overall album pretty consistently, which now I will say that was The Cars, self-titled, and wow, that was a very good example of old school pop rock, I guess. It feels like that aesthetic where you're like having your leather jacket on, you know, you go into like the fucking burger shake shop whatnot, playing a jukebox, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, still, there was some very cool stuff here in the songs that shows you like, oh yeah, these guys can be rockers too. And still, even the lyrical content too, about love, quick love, intimate sessions, quick thrills, seeking them, complex relationship status, and stories and whatnot, which you can probably hear in some other bands that might have been influenced or whatnot by this band. But yeah, it feels very familiar to what mainstream or big rock bands you heard around this time frame. You can hear that in spades here, and yeah, I mean, the songs here were good. It's a pretty narrow album, so it's not much to like completely indulge in, and it's not like it's very deep and complex. It's very straightforward with what kind of stories and themes want to be presented in the album and what to expect from The Cars, considering it is called a self-titled album. Which yeah, I mean, the tone was set and the tone was portrayed consistently. A huge positive is, of course, like the choruses were really fun and addictive. The guitar work, wow, it was pretty good. And you know, Rick Ocasek's writing is little it's a little snarky, little lover boy-ish, I guess. So you can see a lot of highlights here, a lot of songs I can take away as like, huh, they're pretty good. I think Just What I Needed was probably one of my favorite songs, even though that is the biggest song here, which is kind of yikes. But Bye Bye Love was pretty good, Best Friend's Girl, and honestly, as wacky as I'm in Touch With Your World is, I think that is a pretty standout highlight there. Might not fit all too well with the rest of the album, but it's a little left field, and I can appreciate that. Although the thing is, I really need to dive deep into the, I guess, history or connections between all these rock genres, because, I don't know. The Spotify bio I'm seeing right here is that they're inspired by proto-punk, garage rock, and bubblegum pop. Bubblegum pop and garage rock I can kind of see, but I honestly don't know what proto rock is. Like I'm so out of the loop and behind on catching up on like music stuff. I'm kind of lost on what like some of these, what's the word? Proto, you know, that part of the genre. Proto-punk, post-punk, post-rock. Like, I'm not too well versed on the semantics on what Jennifer what describes a certain genre, subgenre of music. So yeah, forgive me if I'm not like super aware of what classifies as proto-punk, because still I'm still stuck on the most generalized sound of what punk would be. It's like the fast-paced, you know, raw, aggressive vocals, and obviously this doesn't really scream raw, aggressive, fast-paced vocals. But pop rock, I can see. But yeah, I think holy crap, why can I not speak so long? I think another album I can kind of think about this is like that London album, London Calling remastered by The Clash. Is like, they're a punk band apparently, but this isn't really like a punk album. There's definitely some rock in here, but it's very much on the poppier side. But then again, I haven't listened to it in a while, and like I can't really give a full opinion on it just because I've listened to it once, but I didn't really have anything too strong to say about it. But yeah, a lot of people seem to like this album. It's just I don't really have any strong opinion on it. A lot of people say it's like a really good album, but it's just something, I don't know. Maybe there's just some bigger story that I haven't decided to look too deep into. But the music itself, it's just good. It's good, but like, I don't know. It just wasn't moving me. Maybe I just gotta re-listen to it and maybe look through it through a different lens. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it another shot one day, but right now is not the time because I don't feel like it. But yeah, I just wanted to get a little ramble about the genre of rock and the semantics of genre labeling. But anyway, this is a very good classic rock album, and not to bring up the whole term dad rock again, but I could definitely see my dad listening to this album on a rock radio station, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, that's not a bad thing. That's the best way I can describe it from this time frame. It's good though. With that being said, thank you for watching another friendly request video in the books. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. Watch my other friendly request videos if you want to. Watch my non-friendly request related videos if you want to. I had a poll on what album I wanted to... Sorry. I had a poll which let you guys vote on which album I listen to next. And it was between this and a few other albums. And this one ended up actually tying with another album that I will be looking at next time. That album being Surfer Rosa by the Pixies. That is the next album I will be looking into, because apparently people just can't vote for one or the other. We just have to have a tie for some reason, which is fine. I actually did want to look at this album a lot because there is a very, very huge song on this album. As you can see, Where's My Mind? I think that is the only song I know off this album right now. And I'm kind of interested. I've been kind of looking at the Pixies for a while. You know, a lot of people have talked about the Pixies when it comes to like rock. It'll be good to have a Pixies album fully under my belt. I'm excited for that. Who knows? Maybe I might just record it after this recording. We'll see. But the Cars is done. And the next friendly request video you will see is the Pixies Surfer Rosa. Also, I will end it off by saying if you want to be possibly a video, you just have to put down a comment, you know, DM me, whatnot. Tell me the album, tell me the artist, describe the album a little bit, describe the artist a little bit, and I will be jotting it down on a list, which will eventually turn into a spreadsheet if I ever decide to get off my lazy ass and update it. And there you go. Alright, yeah, that's it. Shout out to the Cars, and I will soon shout out the Pixies, because that is next. Alright, thanks for the support.